Job chapter 19. Then Job replied, how long will you torment me and crush me with words? 10 times now you have reproached me. Shamelessly you attack me. If it is true that I have gone astray, my error remains my concern alone. If indeed you who exalt yourself about me and use my humiliation against me, then know my that God has wronged me and draw his net around me. Though I cry violence, I get no response. Though I call for help, there is no justice. He has blocked my way, so I cannot pass. He has shrouded me my past in the darkness. He has stripped me of my honor and removed the crown from my head. He tears me down on every side till I am gone. He uproots my hope like a tree. His anger burns against me. He counts me among his enemies. His troops advance in force. They built a siege ram against me and encamp camp around my tent. He has alienated my family from me. My acquaintance are completely estranged from me. My relatives have gone away. My closest friends have gotten me. My guests and my female servants count me as a foreigner. They look on me as on a stranger. I summon my servant, but does not answer. Though I beg him with my own mouth. My breath is offensive to my wife. I have loathsome to my own family. Even the little boys scorn me. When I appear, they ridicule me. All my intimate friends denounce me. Though I love have turned against me, I have nothing but skins and bones. I have escaped from by the skin of my teeth. Have pity on me, my friends, have pity, for the hand of God has struck me. Why do you pursue me as God does? Will you never get enough of my flesh? Oh, that my words were recorded, that they were written on the scroll, that they were inscribed with an iron tool on lead, or engraved in rock forever. I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand on the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I myself will see him with my own eyes, I and no other. How my heart yearns within me. If you say, how we will hound him, since the root of the trouble lies in him, you should fear the sword yourselves, for wrath will be punishment by the sword, and then you will know there is judgment. Mark chapter 8. Mark chapter 8. During those days, another large crowd gathered. Since they had nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples to him and said, I have compassion for these people. They have already been with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. If I send them home hungry, they will collapse on the way, because some of them they had come a long distance. His disciples answered, but where in this remote place can anyone enough bread to feed them? How many loaves do you have? Jesus asked. 7, they replied. He told the crowd to sit down on the ground. When he had taken the 7 loaves and given thanks, he broke them and gave them to his disciples to distribute to the people. And they did so. They have a few small fish as well. He gave thanks for them also and told the disciples to distribute them. The people ate and were satisfied. Afterward, the disciples picked up the 7 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over, about 4,000 were present. After he had sent them away, he got the boat with his disciples and went to the region of Dalmanutha. The Pharisees came began to question Jesus. To test him, they asked him for a sign from heaven. He sighed deeply and said, "Why does this generation ask for a sign? Truly I tell you, no sign will be given to it." Then he left them, got back into the boat, and crossed to the other side. The disciples had forgotten to bring bread, except for the one loaf they had with them in the boat. "Be careful," Jesus warned them. "Watch out for the yeast of the Pharisees and that of Herod." They discussed this with one another and said, "It is because we have no bread." Aware of their discussion, Jesus asked them, "Why are you talking about having no bread? Did you still not see or understand? Are your hearts but hardened? Do you have eyes but fail to see, but ears but fail to hear? And don't you remember when I broke 5 loaves for the 5,000? How many basketfuls of pieces did you pick up?" 12, they replied. "And when I broke the 7 loaves for the 4,000, how many basketful of pieces do you pick up?" They answered, 7. He said to them, "Did you still not understand?" 22. They came to Bethsaida, and some people brought the blind man and begged Jesus to touch him. He took the blind man by the hand and led him outside the village. When he had spit on the man's eyes and put his hands on him, Jesus asked, "Do you see anything?" He looked up and said, "I see people. They look have like trees walking around." Once more, Jesus put his hand on the man's eyes. Then his eyes were opened, his sight was restored, and he saw everything clearly. Jesus sent him home, saying, "Don't even go into the village." Jesus and his disciples went on to the village around Caesarea Philippi. On the way, he asked them, "Who do people say I am?" They replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, and still others one of the prophets. But what about you?" He asked, "Who do you say I am?" Peter answered, "You are the Messiah." Jesus warned them not to tell anyone about him. He then began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the others, the chief priests and the teachers of the law, and that he must be killed and after 3 days rise again. He spoke plainly about this, and Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. But Jesus, when turned and looked at his disciples, he rebuked Peter. He rebuked Peter. "Get behind me, Satan," he said. "You do not have in mind the concern of God, but merely human concerns." When he called the crowd to him along with his disciple and said, "Whoever want to be my disciples must deny themselves and take out the cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life lose it, but whoever lose their life for me and for gospel will save it. What good is it for one to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? If anyone is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, for Son of Man will be ashamed of them when he comes in his Father's glory with the holy angels."